All right, so my name is Scandus, aka Chaz Wisdom, and I'm an educator, artist, events manager. I think I would say those are my three prime things that I do. One thing that I would describe myself as is a person that's very passionate, forward thinking, and very hardworking. So FRSHRZ is a group that I started back in 2014. It's comprised of 3 MCs, myself, Archer and Dre Styles. And the concept originally was, artistically, I used to put out a song every September specifically for Freshers Week. And we'd then go and tour the tracks up and down the universities in the UK. And then one year we did one, I believe it was 2013, and it really blew up. And off the back of that, we decided that we wasn't just going to do remixes anymore. We was actually going to form a group and put out a project. Initially, it was just supposed to be an EP, and then everybody would get back to their own solo careers. But based on the success of the single and the EP, we decided, you know what, we're not just going to stop there. We're going to keep going and expand outside of just making music for students. You know, FRSHRZ then became, you know, something a bit bigger than that. And we just literally used it as a platform to, you know, I guess innovate and push music forwards. There wasn't an abundance of rap groups in the UK doing what we did.
Masterpiece by design, living in real time, in search of deeper meaning and higher vibration. 25 in-game rap per life sentence. Age like my wine, and I'm thinking it's a blessing. Looking at the vision of your mind.
We did some shows in Europe and put out some full-length project as well in the meantime. And then in around 2016, we expanded and dropped our record label called Club FRSHRZ, which is a small independent label that features us as a group, as solo artists. It also includes a number of producers and DJs. And yeah, we're just using that as a platform to really expand what we started independently and continue to grow going forward.
So what makes you guys different?
Can't you see what man's doing there? Yo, can't you see? Can't you see? We don't need
What
to
makes
explain.
us different is the fact that we're students of hip hop. So we study the game, not just lyrics and bars, but we talk about musicality. We're thinking about visuals. So everything we're doing, we need to be unique. We need to make statements.
That's what I'm saying, man. Conscious, visionary hip hop, man. You know what's needed in the game right now.
Yeah.
You know, just like pushing things forward,
100%.
whilst keeping it classic.
So what is missing in the game?
Oh man, clarity, vision, focus, and creativity, which is a damn shame because hip hop started with creativity. You see what I'm saying? And we're trying to bring that back, readdress the balance, make sure there's an alternative to what you're seeing out there right now in 2023. So yeah, that's really what we're about.
And what about your single? I know you just dropped your
Come on,
single.
Yo, man.
Tell me about
I
that.
wasn't even looking to say anything. It's
You
so
have to.
It's so cold that my eyes are watering. Yeah, I got a single out. It's called Lovers, produced by Duke84. Big tune. We recorded that a few years ago, and I'm just happy that it's out now. Got a lot more work to do. The album's on its way, and that's it. It's just work, man.
One above it, bad mind, devilish moves, I see it coming. I ain't never worried, cause I know what love is. Can't manifest those that carry extra luggage. Can't hang around those that still carry grudges. This energy ain't free, so what's your budget?
Break down what studying the game means to you.
Studying the game is having a passion for it, you know, a passion for the culture, hip hop, music, creativity, you know, legacy, you know. And that's all we're trying to create right now, legacy. You know, we're trying to leave our stamp on the game, you know, without having to compromise or jump on any bandwagons, being ourselves, being original, and, you know, being confident in our craft and our abilities and what we bring to the table. You know, there's nothing like FRSHRZ. We're the only ones in the game doing what we do, and you're going to see that in the music and in the visuals and at the shows. You know, so keep it locked for FRSHRZ, man. That's what we're all about.
And you have to talk about the education,
Say, 2 teachers and a
you know,
PT.
breakdown. What do you guys do? Which is inspiring outside of the music.
Yeah, for me, like education is definitely foundation. Like working with young people, working with older people in education, and just bringing a light to how we kind of think and absorb information. So I'm very big on neurodiversity. I'm dyslexic, and I think one of the powerful things about being dyslexic or being on the spectrum is just showing people what you can achieve. Like, I got 2 degrees and I'm dyslexic, so that's what I keep preaching. You see what I'm saying? There's no barriers out here.
No barriers.
So that's what we're really
You got the
about.
proof for that, bro.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
Yeah, we're living proof. Again, just like my man says, you know, I've also got 2 degrees, also dyslexic, and I was the type of person, I never acknowledged it. You know, I refuse to acknowledge it. You know, some people might even say dyslexia doesn't even exist. But you know, it's a mindset, man. You know, I believe in working hard. I believe in building the next generation, and that's why I work in the university. I teach with aspiring MCs. You know, I'm on the first ever rap degree in this country. You know, I'm you know, we're trying to make history whilst trying to raise the next generation correctly.
So my relationship with Ty is a long one that I'd say. My first official single as a solo artist is called A Letter to My Big Bro, and it kind of outlines, you know, being a young man listening to Ty's music on radio, and that evolving to seeing him live and developing a friendship, you know, with Ty over the years, and then that evolving into a kind of like a mentorship where he was definitely like a big brother to me. He'd give me advice and guidance. I'd show him my music, you know, and then working alongside him on his events, such as Pass the Torch, and then that evolving into, you know, being in the studio with Ty recording on one of Archer's records, Archer 1/3 of the FRSHRZ, me as a journalist as well for my show Connoisseurs of Hip Hop, inviting Ty on the show and interviewing him at length. And that evolved into Ty having his own radio show on Soho Radio, him inviting us on as guests and interviewing us. So it was a kind of like a full circle moment in that respect. And sadly, when Ty passed away, me just taking the initiative really to, you know, wanting to celebrate his legacy as an artist, and doing the Pass the Torch for Ty events at the Jazz Cafe, with the blessing of his family, and bringing everybody together, you know, people that he'd worked with, his musicians, artists that he'd collaborated with, people that were his personal friends and artists that he supported on his platforms, because Ty was such a major, I guess, a major figure in the hip hop community, and you could tell by the 4 or 5 murals that are of him in Brixton just how much he was loved. You know, and that's why it was so important to do these Pass the Torch events and raise money for the Brixton Soup Kitchen, a charity that Ty endorsed in Brixton, and just bringing the community together, both like the people in Brixton, the community of people that supported Ty's family. And we were lucky enough to do 2 successful events at the Jazz Cafe and raise over £4,000 for the Brixton Soup Kitchen. And in 2023, we aim to do 1 more.